All right, shalawam. First off, I want to say all praises to Yahawah, bahasham Yahawashi, bahasham Racha Kodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, GMS, and to the elect doing the work in sincerity and in truth. GMS precepts and Zara Khad here. Real quick, this is a video, article on Amazon. This is on Yahoo Finance. As you can see here, look at the article here. It says Amazon using social distancing software to warn employees who stray too close together. Okay, so this is once again, this is nothing. This is more evidence of a totalitarian system. Is a totalitarian system. What they're trying to bring in, man. The elites are trying to have total control. Okay, but how they do it is they do it slowly. Okay, they introduce certain things slowly because this is nothing more than to tech. This is gonna lead. This is essentially of the same technology as a chip. It's tracking. It's gonna track employees. So let me go into this article. It says Amazon is using software to warn warehouse workers about coming too close to their colleagues as a company tries to slow the spread of coronavirus in its facilities. Because you had a few weeks ago, or when this first started, happening, the coronavirus, you had Amazon workers. They were striking. Oh, you guys, you're not doing enough for us. We're gonna do a walkout. You're not doing enough to protect us. Okay, all right. And that's something they want you to do. They want you to go to the same people that are. Now, I'm not saying Amazon created the coronavirus, but the same entity that is trying to implement this social distancing software. Okay, you're basically asking those same people that implemented that really is responsible for this for help. Okay, it says the technology, which the company said was inspired by speed check signs on roads. Okay, like I said, they start doing this slowly, man. The Easy Pass system. It's getting you used to just pay without stopping. Okay, it's pay by scanner. Now, if you go on the Easy Pass roads or toll booths, there's nobody there. I know New York City, it's 100%. There's nobody in the tolls to accept money. I believe there's a few places in Jersey that do it, but 90% of the toll booths are what is Easy Pass. And if you don't have an Easy Pass, they'll just mail you a bill. Right, so it's slowly done. So it says the technology which the company was said was inspired by speed check signs on roads, circles employees who move too close to others in red, while those keeping a 6-foot distance are circled in green. It says cameras film the scene. Machine learning picks out the employees from the background, and depth sensors measure the distance between them. Screens set up around the warehouse are then used to show employees when they are getting too close together. Amazon has been criticized by workers for failing to protect them after the series of COVID-19 outbreaks in the warehouses. So it's showing you right here. Oh, the workers were complaining about the facilities, how people were getting sick when the COVID-19 first started happening. You had people that walked out. You had people that striked. Why? Because they demanded Amazon do something. Okay, they demanded Amazon do something to protect them. The software is called Distant Assistant. It's is already live at a handful of locations and will be more widely deployed over the next few weeks. So the point's made. Now I want to get this thing from this book here. So this is from the book The Unseen Hand, an introduction to conspirative view of history by A. Ralph Epperson. Now I did a review of somewhat on this book a while ago, but I want to go back to the same part that I went to before. This is under the chapter of government, and it's going to pretty much explain pressure, the pressure from above and pressure from below, that whole scenario and how they do it. right? Another word they use is order out of chaos. They create the chaos, and out of the chaos, the solution to the chaos is some type of um, oppressive solution where they just take more or seize more power, right? So here it is: pressure from above, pressure from below, right? So they do it in 5 steps. Okay, now in this, it's explaining how they take over a government, but this is the same blueprint they use for various things, man. In this situation, it's the solution to the Amazon employees complaining about the work situations at the job. Okay, you have employees complaining, oh, it's too risky. Amazon, you need to do a better job to protect us. Okay, um, so they do it in 5 steps. It says the first step is having the conspiracy's own people infiltrate the government. The pressure from above. In this situation, is the people at top at Amazon. It says the second step was to create a real or alleged grievance, usually through an action of government or through some situation where the government should have acted and didn't. So in this situation, it's the government or Amazon didn't act fast enough to protect its employees from the coronavirus. Right. The third step is having a mob created by the real or alleged grievance that the government, in this case is Amazon, um, or the conspiracy caused demand the problem be solved by governmental action, or basically it's saying what, create a so-called uprising through the employees saying that, look, you guys need to do something. And that's exactly what happened. You had a few people that led the strike or the walkout on a few Amazon warehouses, right? So it's saying, look, you got to do better. You have to do better to protect us. Da da da. And what's the solution? The solution is what? Now they're creating this Amazon social distancing software. And it's probably, I believe, the brother um, from Jersey, the brother from the Jersey camp. I believe he was. This is what he was telling me about, man. I believe it's gonna be monitored through your cell phones. Okay. The fourth step, it says, the fourth step consisted in having the conspirators in the government, or in this case Amazon, remedy the real or alleged situation with some oppressive legislation. Okay, and what's that oppressive legislation? That's the tracking. Okay, that's the social distancing tracking. Okay, and that's exactly what's happening. So this is a slow way for the people to get used to it, and at this stage, they're willing to do it because they see the whole uh, uh, um, the aftermath of the COVID-19 outbreaks in the warehouses. Okay, a lot of people are scared, so they're crying to Amazon, screaming, "Listen, you gotta protect us! Help! Help! Help!" Instead of asking for the Most High help, but I mean, I don't expect that, from dummies, from people, So so they just follow this game plan: pressure from above, pressure from below. And it says the fifth step is the repeat of the last three. The legislation that the government passes does not solve the problem, and the mob demands more and more legislation until the government becomes totalitarian in nature by possessing all of the power. So this is a model, or this is a system that the powers that be use. They just keep using and using this model repeatedly until they seize more and more and more and more power. Okay, so this is it used. This is the pressure from above, pressure from below, implemented on a low scale at just a business or a company. But this whole what the fuck just happened? This whole thing, the whole pressure from above, pressure from below, that's been used for a while. Okay, All right, so that's pretty much it. I just wanted to bring out that article. Lord willing, you brothers are edified. This whole thing, like I said, is basically them getting adjusted to the mark of the beast, because eventually the people are gonna want the mark of the beast. A lot of people are waking up to the fact that the mark of the beast is that RFID chip. A lot of people are waking up to that. Okay, so but you will have some. You at the same time, you will have a lot of people that will be willing to take this. Okay, and I'm not saying this is the mark of the beast. I'm just saying further on down the line, you're gonna have people that are gonna be willing to accept the RFID chip because they're like, you know what, I didn't had like I was talking to somebody um at the bar I used to go to, and he even said it was an Edomite. He even said, "Yeah, man, I think this coronavirus is basically another way to for for people to get chipped once they offer you the vaccine." And then another dumb Edomite was like, "Well, you already have the chip already. It's in your cell phones." So in his mind, it's like, you know what? I already got the microchip. It's in my cell phone. So what's the difference if it's in your body? You see? But they know that. They at least know that, man. Okay? They know that. All right. So that's pretty much it. Long willing, you brothers are edified. Until the next show, shalom.